Hey guys, this is Mark Hutten with AdultAspergersChat.com, and I often get emails from men with Asperger's syndrome who are having relationship problems, and in many cases they're married and their wife is considering leaving or maybe has already left, and they feel like they've done the best that they know how to do, and they're still confused as to why the relationship is not working out. Uh, in this case, the Asperger's man has heard so many complaints from his neurotypical wife, and the list is so long and deep, and the problems have been going on for so long that he feels like there's nothing that he can do at this point because there's just too many issues to have to address. And he doesn't feel like he can redeem himself. And honestly, he has been giving it his best effort in most cases. Not 100%. And there are some traits of Asperger's syndrome that get in the way of relationships for sure. But the guy means well, and he really doesn't want to lose his wife. And so a lot of the emails I get, it's like, what can I do? I'm going to lose her, and I don't know how to fix it. I've done what I thought I needed to do, but it's not enough, and it's never enough. And so they reach out to me via email, or they want to Skype with me, which is fine. And if you want to Skype with me, there's a link below this video and we can set up a session and talk about this. But they wanted to know, okay, where do I start? The problems are so long and it's such a tangled mess, I don't even know where to begin. And oddly enough, this may be a surprise to most of you watching this video. The place to start is what you eat and drink. Yeah, what you eat and drink. Because what you put in your mouth affects how you think, it affects how you feel, it affects your behavior, it affects your outlook on life. Now, changing your diet is not going to be a magic bullet, but it is probably in the top 1 or 2 first steps in order to fix relationships. And I know it seems like a disconnect there. Well, what I eat has to do with my relationships? Yeah. You know, your brain runs on fuel that you feed it. Your brain deals with, of course, how you feel, how you think, how you perceive. And if it's not functioning to its full capacity, you're not going to see things right. And if you have Asperger's syndrome, you're already in a one-down position, because you're hardwired to have, because of the disorder, you're hardwired such that you have social skills deficits anyway. So if you eat garbage, and especially if you medicate with alcohol or drugs, you have a double whammy. No wonder you're having problems. So you have to take care of your brain in a way that a neurotypical person doesn't have to worry about as much. You have to be on your 100% on your game, because you're already in a one-down position because you have a developmental disorder. And what that means is that you are socially, emotionally more immature compared to your chronological age. So you want to get your immune system firing on all 8 cylinders so that your brain will function as well as it can. Well, how do you get your immune system to function on all 8 cylinders? You heal your gut. How do you heal your gut? You make sure you get plenty of whole food, plant-based nutrition. You want to make sure you're getting a ton of micronutrients. Forget about the macronutrients for now. You're probably getting plenty of protein and fat and carbs, but you're not getting enough micronutrients. So we're talking leafy green vegetables. We're talking especially cruciferous vegetables. We're talking smoothies that are chock full of spinach and kale and celery. So if you want to find something that is as close to a magic bullet as possible to help the process, or at least begin the process of healing your brain such that you will be relationship smart, you have to start with what you're feeding your brain. I know this seems like an odd connection. Diet will begin the process of healing my relationship. Yeah, because when you start giving your brain high quality nutrients, you're going to begin to think differently. You're going to have better clarity of thought. You're going to have better sleep, which is going to help you have better clarity of thought. It's going to improve your attitude. It's going to improve your mood. And all of these things will help you to function socially, emotionally at a much higher level than you are now. And you need all the help you can get, buddy. You need all the help you can get. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. If you're a man with Asperger's syndrome and you're in the process of losing your wife or your partner, or maybe you already have, you know that you're either just going to have to live the rest of your life by yourself, or you're going to have to make a radical change. And that radical change begins with what you're feeding your brain. Your brain is already in a one-down position because of the disorder. You can't afford to keep bonking your brain with crap, because the more you do that, the more you're going to be out of focus of what's going on, the more you're not going to understand what your wife is truly feeling and wanting in the relationship. Your clarity of thought is in the toilet if you feed it garbage. You need as much clarity as you can get. And it starts with diet. It starts with healing your gut, which will improve your immune system, which will in turn clear up your head. And you need to clear up your head. It's already wired funky because of the disorder. You can't afford to tangle up the wiring even worse with junk food or alcohol or drugs. So there you go. That's the start. It's not the only thing you're going to need to do, of course, but it will be a huge start, because when you get to feeling better cognitively and emotionally, now you're going to start having some insight. Now you're going to start having some passion to really want to go in and fix this relationship. Now you're going to have some confidence in yourself. And that's a big start. All right, thanks for listening. Click on the link below the video if you want some more information on what you can do to help this situation. Thanks, guys. See you later.